I thought it was a great team win. That lead dwindled fast. I know we were up 20, and then they stormed back, and that's what the beauty of basketball is. You can never let up. Those are the moments which you have to just live for. We've been in those moments a lot. We just needed to be patient, be poised. I feel like we got some good looks. The defensive intensity ramped up. We've been in those positions and we've lost. So it was great to overcome that with my brother Jason and the rest of our team. That was special. Obviously, we love to have KP out there. We're different when he is, but X stepped in that role, and I thought he was great. Defensively, I thought he was stellar. And then that big shot he made in the corner, I just knew it. I just knew when I drove they were going to help, and he was going to be open, and I trusted it all the way. I just knew it was going in. I don't know how to tell you. It was just like a divine experience. I knew X was going to make that shot, and he did, and that was big for us.
When they're making their run, and it could have been from the past, oh, here we go again. There's been some times at Game 4 against Golden State where guys were close. What mentality has changed where you and Jalen both said, let's go get this. Let's make plays. Let's make buckets. Forget what happened in the last 6 minutes. Let's go be heroes.
I mean, you just kind of alluded to it that we've been in that situation. We've been in a close game where we were up and, we almost went up 3-1 and then they tied it. And experience is the best teacher, right? We learned from our mistakes. We learned from a team at the time that was better than us, that was, had been there and been over that hump and mentally tougher at the time. And we've grown from that. We really have. And, it was on display tonight. Joe does a great job of showing us clips and things from different sports, right? He's a big UFC fan. And, showing us fights of people that I don't know like the terminology of UFC, but put them in a chokehold and shit and like they're about to tap out and you just see the guy or the woman who's winning relaxing because they feel like they're about to win and then, you give the other person life. Just trying to translate that to the game of basketball that, the closer you are to winning, the closer they are to surviving. And basically just trying to remind us in the group that we still got a long way to go. We still have to play the right way. We still got to win, that, they're not going to quit, that we should expect the best from them from here on out.
Joe's philosophy of the closer you are to winning, the closer you are to losing, it seems like that was playing out in the fourth quarter as the Mavs were making a comeback. I was just curious what he was like down the stretch there and, if there was any degree to which he helped you guys pull together, stay poised.
Joe's consistent the whole time, and, he's probably so happy that it happened like that, and so he can just continue to tell us that. And but he just stays consistent. He just makes the right calls, and we just trust him completely. So, but yeah, it seemed pretty true today.
Was there a degree to which he was enjoying it?
Yeah, he's a sicko, so probably.
What goes into weathering the storm when Kyrie and Luka come out as aggressive as they are, and they're firing on all cylinders in that first half?
Yeah.
What resilience goes into just kind of sticking with it and staying disciplined when they're going like that?
Yeah, it's first having an awareness as to how are they scoring, what are they doing. You got to ask yourself: are we executing the game plan? Are we giving the shots up that we're willing to give up? And so we I think it was one of the quarters we had like 26 points of points that we can control, and so you got to fight like hell to take those away. Once you take those away, then you can either execute or game plan or work to adjust. And so I thought our guys did a great job of understanding the points that we could control, and they fought to take those away throughout the rest of the game.
You guys have been able to put a lot of pressure on Luka at both ends. You're obviously able to pressure up with Jalen and Drew all the way up the court, and then you're able to go at him with a bunch of different options on offense, make him work a lot. Have you noticed that working throughout the game in terms of sort of being able to wear him down as the game?
I don't think he gets worn down. He looks pretty fresh out there. I think we could do a better job of being intentional about the offense and the spacing at times. But I don't see him getting tired at all.